Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. Now Sacramento starting five. Barnes at power forward with Bagley in the middle. Hield and Ariza, they're the 2 and the 3, and it's Fox in at the point. And for Phoenix, Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. A lot of pace with these two teams, Doris. You were the primary ball handler when you played. What was your style?
Well, I think, the style that players want to play in, Kevin, are the fast-paced, open-floor styles, which really allows you to showcase, number one, if you're a skilled basketball player. Number two, do you have great athleticism? Is speed your best attribute? To me, a free-flowing, fast-paced, sort of read and react system is the absolute ideal style.
Now, here's Fox. Drops it in from 11 feet.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Saric against Barnes. Booker in the corner. Takes a 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Bagley with the bucket.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
The shot's good.
Well, the balance that Ricky Rubio has, even under duress, stays calm and finds a way to score it.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. And here's Barnes for 3, and another 3 for Sacramento.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Rubio. To the middle. It's blocked. Ariza has the open look, and again it's Sacramento converting.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Here's Rubio. Oubre finds Ayton. To the left wing. Oubre passes to Rubio. Clock is at 3. That's tipped. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And the first task for Monty Williams is going to be retooling this offense. Plenty of offensive talent here. Team has underperformed on that end for years.
And one of the things he wants to implement, Greg, Monty Williams wants to utilize more movement, right? He has mentioned a style similar to what they ran while he was with the Spurs organization. So don't expect to see any stagnant bodies on the offensive end this year.
Now, here's Dedmon. Dishes it to Joseph. Back to Dedmon. Pass to Bialica. A three from Bogdanovic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Bridges kicks to Johnson. Pass to Okobo. They need this. Basket counts.
Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
Kings leading now by 6. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Ball's knocked loose. Bogdanovic looking around. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Giles checked in for Sacramento.
What's up?
Well, you look at the Suns going forward. They have got to believe a big part of the puzzle is DeAndre Ayton. This guy was the #1 overall pick in last year's draft.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. He has 5. Knocks it loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 12 feet out. Joseph, that's good.
Timeout.
Doris Ayton, a terrific rebounder. He can score in the paint. And, of course, he is still improving.
Yeah, what you like about DeAndre Ayton, Kev, is he doesn't just rely on his God-given talent. This guy knows he needs to be more consistent with the jumper, improve his overall defensive awareness, but this guy is willing to put in the work to become a complete and great NBA player.
And, Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Here's Okobo. He has 5. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Luke Walton gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. And here are the Kings now. The Suns getting the bucket. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Down low. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Johnson's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
So effective, so strong. Get to your spot. Tyler Johnson gives you so much on the offensive end.
The pass to Giles. To the paint, Dedmon. And Denied. He sends it right off the glass. Baines finds Kaminsky. From down in the low post, it goes.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got his third basket of the night right there.
It's not how big you are. It's how big you play. Tyler Johnson, bigger than his frame would suggest.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's Sacramento up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great footwork. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive. Can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork. That tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
Oh, I love those names, and you're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Well, if it's possible for a #1 overall pick to go under the radar, then I think that's what you'd say about DeAndre Ayton last year. Doncic stole the headlines, certainly, but DeAndre Ayton had a big-time start to his career.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. Ariza outside. It's blocked.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns. And the numbers that Ayton put up as a rookie, very impressive.
Well, DeAndre Ayton said the lack of attention didn't bother him at all. This guy showed he can be a focal point on both ends, and he's only going to get better with more repetition.
Here's Ayton after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Sacramento making a switch here. Holmes checked in. And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. Stolen by Rubio. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Passes to Fox. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. On the wing, Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Hield's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Rubio right side. And the rejection by Holmes. A second chance effort. Rubio against Fox. Pass to Barnes. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Barnes has got 5 points so far. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And the rejection won by Holmes. Outside, Fox. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Holmes, good.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
And the Suns call time here.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
I make everybody fall off. Handle life all black like a bad man. Dribble too much, who is that man? Put your name and your fingers on a hashtag. This is easy, it's like shooting on a trash can. Why should you definitely do that swag? All right, man. Get up on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time.
Swap here for Phoenix. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Giles checked in for Bagley. Bielitsa comes in for Barnes. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's a Kobo. He has 5. Here's Bridges. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Bridges has got his first points in this one. Joseph, the pass to Bogdanovic. Here's Holmes. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Baines. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Johnson outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
Over the last few seasons, Tyler Johnson turning himself into one of the premier options off the bench.
Kevin, you could easily see this guy winning a 6th Man of the Year award in the future. He's versatile in terms of where he can slot in offensively. He's always looking to score, and you need that kind of punch off the bench.
Timeout is called, first of the game for Sacramento.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Some changes here for the Kings. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Riza comes in for Bielitsa. And Yogi Ferrell subbed in for Joseph. Riza passes to Ferrell. Outside, Bogdanovic. Johnson over to help. Here's Ferrell. He dishes it to Dedmon. 5 on the clock. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, Yogi Ferrell is a terrific floor general. This guy is so consistent at figuring out ways to get his teammates open and deliver the basketball.
The Kings shooting their first foul of the night.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
The Kings making a switch here. Fox is checked in. so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. Kicks to Johnson. Pass to Baines. Suns moving the ball around. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Poke loose. From deep three-point range. That shot off. Sacramento's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Outside, Fox. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Lets the three fly. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And Fox must continue to work on that shot. When he's knocking it down from there, boy, the D is in trouble.
Johnson outside from 18 feet away. Again, Phoenix. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Kings lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Harrison, shots definitely falling in the first half. How did you guys get it going?
Just us playing off each other, trying to get to the basket, trying to work it around. When there's balance scoring like we have tonight, everyone tries to feed off each other.
Strength in numbers, right? Thanks, Harrison. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. If they can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Tyler Johnson.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
As a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Hield and Ariza are the 2 and the 3. Barnes at power forward with Bagley in the middle. And it's Fox in at the point. Now here's Hield. Outside, Fox. They double him with Booker. That's a 2 from Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists in the game. And the pass to Ayton. To the right side. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
The Kings leading. And a minute played as the second half gets going. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Against Ariza. Back to Bagley. Clock at 6. Knocked loose. From deep. Saric grabs the board.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Passes it to Rubio. Another 3 for Phoenix.
I'll tell you, this offense looks completely different and so much better spacing when Rubio can be a legitimate threat from range. You think back to after the trade from Philadelphia, Dario Saric had a hard time getting settled in with Minnesota. They started him in a bench role, and it wasn't until he became a starter that you saw his productivity increase.
Phoenix calls timeout. And Doris with Saric coming off the bench is something he's done in the past. But he had better results as a starter last season.
It would appear to me he is much more comfortable as a starter. His shot seems to come a little bit easier. The floor spacing this young man provides is a huge plus for his team.
He's checked in for the Suns. And a change for Sacramento. Holmes checked in. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Rubio looking around. Oh, Ayton in position. Fox with the steal. Pass to Holmes. Back to Fox. Now Hield. 5 points in the game. Launches a 3, and there's Fox. That's good on the assist by Hield. And it's a 5-point Kings lead.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Oubre against Barnes. Oubre kicks to Johnson. Back to Oubre. Shot clock at 6, and he's on the money with his first shot today.
Look at how confident Kelly Oubre is in the catch and shoot. You know why? Because he worked at it.
Pass to Fox. Sweet little floater. Fox has got 5 points now this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Saric finds Oubre. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's starting to develop that range. Maybe the stroke isn't perfect, but Oubre showing promise.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Last season, we saw Kelly Oubre get traded to the Suns. That was a surprise success for both him and the team.
Oubre came in and gave the Suns that defensive.
Phoenix, Aaron Baines comes in for Saric, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And the Kings making a change here. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And there's the pass to Leiden. They kick out to Heel. Shot clock at 5. From past the arc, it's good from long range. Heald's got 8.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Baines dishes to Ayton from 12 feet out, and he drops that one in.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Now here's Hield. He's got 8. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Biden passes to Holmes. Bogdanovich, that's for 2, and that's good for 2. He's got 9. 40 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Passes it to Baines. Back to Johnson. The shot from the low post is good.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Johnson over to help. Holmes kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Leiden. On the wing, Heel. 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it. From deep three-point range, and no good. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Kings ahead, up by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Johnson is out there with Devin Booker, and it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Yeah, just take the hit, maintain your focus. Nice scoring finish by Barnes.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Johnson. The 17-footer. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Saric.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And here is Fox. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Ricky Rubio checked in for Tyler Johnson. Marvin Bagley's checked in for the Kings. Teardrop shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Kings lead by 5.
And I love whenever Bagley goes to that floater, showing he has a little jump in his game.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Bridges misses. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Ariza finds Fox. Over Rubio. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play, figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
Now, here's Rubio. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. And the Suns making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Sacramento leading by 7. Up top, Fox. Covered by Rubio. Now, here's Fox. The pass to Barnes. Clock at 6. Jacks up a three. Sinks the three-pointer. Barnes has got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings.
With that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. Two distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Fox. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Rubio with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And the basket by Rubio.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Now, according to the way that I present, in his pants, it look like I'm just gonna keep on getting rich. No, the west side. For rap, this, fuck, all this rap money, look, I need too much. Money, loyalty, and love, and the dream and trust. But we switching up the player from your team too much. Time to copy, that's my love, I'm supreme, what's up? And we travel around the world, eating cream, or what? Ain't you get off over whatever else you sing and brush? Lost baby. After all that little talk while we see it, if you sit in Mayweather with us, show the story of my life, grinding on my life, sacrifice, hustle, pay the price.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Oubre, good.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Saric against Barnes. In the corner, it's Healed. 5 to shoot. Let's go. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people who were standing in the bleachers so that I could see Some changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Kaminsky. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Ricky Rubio.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Sacramento.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for De'Aaron Fox.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Booker. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. In the corner, it's Oubre over a reason. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Puts it up from 15, and the Kings check on 2 more.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
A nice shot by Booker.
Now, this guy has such a versatile offensive skill set. Devin Booker is a threat once he steps across the half-court line.
Fox with it. So the Kings win it. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.